Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over all of my XL investments, specifically my maxed out Pokemon for Master League. We're going to be talking about how they're going to be universally good for both Master League Open as well as the raids, and which ones were the best investment, so you can potentially make good investments going forward from my advice and experience that I'm about to give you here. So taking a look, we do have the Max and we have XL. We're going to go ahead and go into my XL category, because I don't have everything completely maxed out, and some of these things are very close to 50, so we'll just consider them maxed. Starting it off with Mewtwo, this thing is going to be good for raids and in Master League, as well as the Master League Classic, but specifically maxed out. It's going to be your best attacker in Pokemon Go, period, with Psystrike. That's it. In PvP, you're also going to want Psystrike. That's it. Shadow Ball and Psystrike combination is going to be deadly, but having the elemental type could prove to be good. Specifically, Focus Blast is going to be what people are going to be running alongside it. So having a XL Mewtwo is going to be one of your best investments in Pokemon Go, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you want to go with the Shadow, you can, still good. It's going to cost more. Dialga, another straight up good investment for both PvP and raids. You cannot go wrong with this. The only thing you're going to have to look out for is just getting a good IV. Simple as that. I do have a 98 here. It's going to have 14 in stamina, but it doesn't really matter because it's basically 100. So there's really not much to go over about Dialga. We already know this thing is like God tier, period. Good in raids, good in PvP. Moving on to the next one, Garchomp. It's going to have to be Community Day. Although without his Community Day move, it's still going to be good. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Garchomp is going to be good for raiding and in Master League. Now, when I say Master League, I mean the Open, all right? These are going to also be good for the Classic, but this is what we're talking about, making that XL investment. So Earth Power is going to be good. You don't need it, though. Garchomp, solid investment. I mean, a Dragon Ground type has a massive resistance to Electric. It's going to be good for those Electric raids. Rayquaza is going to be good for raiding, not for PvP, unfortunately. It just doesn't have that edge. Too much Dragon Breath users, specifically Dialga, is going to be a massive threat, also Charm, and this thing is going to be just sitting there like a sitting duck, too vulnerable to do anything. Good for raiding, really good for raiding. Palkia, this one's going to be good for raiding and for PvP. Actually going to be really good for PvP. Enjoy that hard-hitting Dragon Tail, Aqua Tail, and then you can go Draco Meteor or Fire Blast for coverage, whatever you do prefer. And by the way, we're not going in any specific order. We're just going from my highest CP down to the lowest. Now, this one's not even all the way maxed out, but it's still performing amazing. Dragonite, it's not going to be so, common to be seen in the Master League nowadays because of what we're going to be seeing, but it is going to be a dang solid Pokemon for sure. We've made many teams with level 50 Pokemon using Dragonite. Definitely a good option here. We do have Draco. You could go Hurricane. I just wanted to have a little fun with Draco here, so that's where we're at. Although Hurricane's going to give you coverage up against those Charm users, specifically Togekiss. Metagross, another solid investment, probably second to Mewtwo as to one of the best in the games with Meteor Mash. It's Community Day move. Simple as that. Good for raiding and also good for Master League. You can't go wrong with this. Again, another one where you're just going to have to fish for 100. Well, look, all of these, you're going to want your best IV, period. Riperior, going to be very good for raids for its rock typing as well as its ground typing. But as far as PvP, we just went over that yesterday. It's going to be good in specific types. Somebody made a comment, just like I said in the video. Whenever you have the ground quick move, you need the rock quick move. Whenever you have the rock quick move, you need the ground. It's like, come on, can I get a break here? But it is going to be very interesting, and it can find some absolutely good usability and give you some wins if it does align correctly. You have to get used to it. Look out for grass and water. Moving on to Lugia. Now, I do have the Shadow here at 50. Regular Lugia is going to also be good. As far as rating, not so much. It's not going to be horrible, but you're not going to be looking at your best times to beat things. It's going to be able to do some damage in tank moves, but as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be much better in Master League and Go Battle League. Okay, so we do have Aeroblast. It's going to be a signature move on this thing here. And as far as the Shadow, you can go with your regular one. Yveltal, this is powered up because it is 100, and I wanted to test it out. Very cool looking Pokemon. Can find some usability. Actually, finds a lot of usability in raids with that dark typing. As far as Master League, it's definitely going to find usability. They're all over the place. It's definitely good. So, it's really up to you. I don't know about that one. I'm on the fence. On to Giratina. Now, this is one of my favorites here. Absolutely love this, and I am super happy for the investment. Not even one second thought about it, right? doing all those raids. I know I gave Niantic all that money, but it was a lot of time and it was worth it though. So this thing, it only has 3 charge moves: Ominous Wind, Shadow Ball, and Dragon Pulse. You can go with Dragon Pulse to give yourself coverage, and this is going to be another one good for raids. Amazing for raids, all right? You gotta love those Pokemon that are gonna be viable for both raiding and Master League. Those are gonna be probably one of your best investments. Moving on to Mel Metal. Now this is gonna be literally the easiest mythical / legendary to make XL, because you do not have to raid for it. You can literally open up your Meltan box. Yes, your Meltan box. Now you can make this activated by downloading Pokemon Home and then transferring Pokemon to that, so you don't have to have the Switch anymore. And people were saying that the spawn rates are actually not going to be nerfed like the regular incense. So you're not going to see other Pokemon, but you're going to see a bunch of Meltans, which is going to accumulate a bunch of XLs. So you can go to town. As far as the shinies, they're not out right now, but they do periodically have those coming out. So just be on the lookout. Mel Metal, top tier. As far as rating, not so much, maybe sometimes. This right here, Shadow Metagross, or Shadow Metagross, Shadow Salamence. Horrible IVs, I know, but its output of damage is incredible. This is definitely a raid Pokemon. It's not going to be able to Mega Evolve, and as far as using it in the Master League, it's too squishy. We've done it before, but it's very, very complicated, and you gotta really have a lot of finesse and a lot of good alignment. So that one is a no-go for Master League. Raids, yes, but it's also a very steep investment. Gyarados, Community Day, Aqua Tail. Gonna be amazing for Master League. As far as rating, also gonna be good. You can Mega Evolve it, but you're probably gonna wanna have Hydro Pump. And it's gonna go into Dark type, so you're gonna probably want Crunch as well if you're using like that. All right, Conkeldurr is gonna be good for rating and for Master League. This is a Shundo, one of my prized possessions here. I love this thing. Always loved the design, used it in the main series, loved the color. I couldn't believe it, almost fainted when I saw it was a 100 after the trade. So good for Master League and good for rating, absolutely. Togekiss, again, good for rating and good for Master League. As far as rating, yeah, it's definitely going to be good. There's going to be other charm users that are going to do a little bit better, but this is still going to be on point. Fire moves on charm users, fairy types, always going to be great. Porygon, very specific investment. This is one of those like luxury Pokemon. I wouldn't call it luxury, but just something that you're going to use when you're trying to have fun. It can put in the work. We've seen it before. As far as rating, it has potential because it does have those hard-hitting elemental moves. As far as Excadrill is concerned, this is a definite investment if you're looking for something to combat the meta, for sure. It's going to be good for rating, absolutely, and also good for Master League. You just have to look out. It's pretty squishy, but we already know what's good with this thing. Very solid investment. Shadow Snorlax or regular Snorlax. Specifically, my Shadow, I love this investment. It's not going to be great for attacking raids. You could drop it in gyms, but as far as Master League is concerned, well worth the investment. My Marcellus Wallace here has been putting in the work, and it's great. Shadow Gardevoir. And it's an interesting one. This is going to be more for rating. As far as Master League, not so much. It can do things. We've seen it. It's kick butt. It's not going to be able to Mega Evolve, but it's going to be doing a lot of damage. All right, so as far as that Shadow Gardevoir, I wouldn't say make that investment. I'd probably say power up a regular one so you can Mega Evolve yours in the future. Flareon, I love the thing, and we've taken some amazing wins with it, but I wouldn't recommend investing in it. It does have a Community Day move, Superpower. As far as rating, it does do good because it is going to be pure fire. Well, this is a matter of pure fire, but it's got a hard-hitting fire move, so it's okay. Machamp has been one of the longest, best Pokemon to invest in for Pokemon Go, period. Even outshining Mewtwo. It was just because it was here before that. It was good in the past, and it's still good now, and that's as simple as that. I do have payback on this thing, but you could go with Rock Slide. It's going to be a Community Day move. It's your choice. It's really circumstantial, but Machamp is definitely going to be one of the best investments that you could make in Pokemon Go, period, as far as a Shadow or regular. Now, this is just here because we're just going through my Pokemon, right? There's others that are great, but we're going through mine. Aggron, level 50, garbage. Okay, as far as going into the Master League. As far as rating, yeah, it obviously is going to be doing some stuff here. Now you can just imagine how much this thing comes up as a recommendation as I have this at level 50, as it does pull up these things as a recommended before that. So yeah, don't invest in that. I just did that for the Mega in the future. As far as Roserade, absolutely amazing. Good as a poison type attacker for rating as well as grass. As far as Master League Open, it's not going to be doing too well because steel types are just too prevalent. You have Weather Ball, but you know, things get a little complicated and it's a little squishy with all those hard-hitting quick moves and dragons and all that stuff roaming around. Sceptile. I made this because I am extremely hyped for its Mega in the future. It's not good for Master League. Just get that out of the way. It's good for rating right now. Definitely good as a Grass type attacker. When it Mega Evolves, it's going to be the best Grass type attacker in the game. So I'm ready for this. It's going to have a dual typing of Dragon. That's why it does have Dragon Claw. Now, Walrein is going to be good for Master League. We looked at that. We've seen the performance in multiple videos. Absolutely worth your investment. As far as going up against raids, definitely going to be putting in work for sure at level 50 with Powder Snow and Icicle Spear, and even Blizzard. Probably Blizzard's going to be more of the option for you in raiding. Going up against those Dragons and Flyers is going to really be putting in that work. So this is absolutely a good investment for Master League. Obstagoon, we've reached the end of the line here as far as my maxed out stuff. This is just for fun. I'm not going to say it's good for rating because it's really not, and I'm not going to say it's good for Master League because it is okay. But again, alignment. It is all about alignment. False advertisement. It's not maxed out. Don't know why I freaking put that there. Probably because it was best buddied up and basically putting it at level 50. All right, so that is my lineup there. We can look at other things that got maxed out. We got this Houndoom level 50, but that's not going anywhere in Master League. What are we going to do? I mean, it's good for rating when you Mega Evolve it, so that's why we got it maxed out. Shadow Swampert here. Nothing special with that. Okay, moving on to the Cloister. This is 50 because of the task that I needed to do to level up. It's obviously not going to be good for Master League. And then we do have a 100% Toxicroak maxed out and all kinds of fun stuff, but it's just, you can't use those in Master League. It's just the way it goes, simple as that. And then going down the list here, just a few notable things here. We do have Landorus Theron form, which is also going to be amazing if you did want to max it out. Again, there are going to be other other suggestions that are going to be amazing Pokemon, but I'm just putting in here, I'm just playing it by ear. We're just improvising this, just going as it is here. Now this I've been eyeballing for a while. Latios, I want to use it, but it's just too much steel. There's too much dragon. It's not happening. All right, it's just not happening. We are getting its Mega soon. Zarude, definitely something to power up. If you can get it to 50. Yeah, it's going to be definitely good. Questionable, though. All right, so this one right here, Reshiram, also a dang good investment to 50. Like I said, there's going to be other good investments. I'm just going down the list here for things I don't have quite powered up or didn't raid. I would love to have this Zacian to be at level 50, but definitely not going to be investing in this horrible IV one. So that's another one. But these things take a lot of rating, a lot of money. This is kind of the time where I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to max out Pokemon anymore for now. I will in the future, but I got what I need. And, money's getting a little tight here to just power up hundreds of dollars into Pokemon. Oh, all right. So Genesect, this is going to be a 98 shiny, very prized position, but unfortunately it doesn't have any of the elemental typing, so it's just kind of like a meh Pokemon that I have sitting here. And at this point, I'm just scrolling down my list looking at random things so you can see what I have going on here. Venusaur didn't make the cut. What's going on, buddy? My 100 level 50 best buddy, Venusaur, my favorite Pokemon, period. I wish it was shiny. I wish it was, but we got a nice shiny already. It's not 100. It's a 14, 14, 14. This is going to be great when it does get, or when it does Mega Evolve. It's not going to get it. It has its Mega Evolution. So in raids, great. In Master League, not so much, but we still used it. Now, if you don't have candies for Togekiss, this is also going to be another great option to go ahead and invest in. I mean, it's not going to cost you much. Sylveon is a great Pokemon, but the thing about fairy types with fire moves like Togekiss, it's just going to be so much better for coverage, right? And then there's a lot of other things that I want to invest in, a lot of other things I wanted to talk about, but I don't want to like throw out too many ideas. We'll get to there when we get there. Like things like Omega. I mean, I would love to use this, but the thing will get annihilated, and it's like, 60% or more of the Pokemon, like 70% of the Pokemon can't even see action because they're just simply not good. I mean, that investment in that shiny Ursaring, what am I doing? All right, I'm trying to bring you entertainment and have fun here and see what we can do by stepping outside the box with the same old Pokemon, but it really is hard to do. Charizard, another great investment here. I don't know about Master League Open, but it is going to get to Mega Evolution, so it's going to be good for rating. And we can go on all day about good for rating, right? Got this 100 here that I would love to just completely max out. We're going to be working on that as far as the future for its Mega. I got this nice 98 shiny Palkia, all kinds of fun, juicy stuff over here. So, folks, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you've been following all of the nonsense and drama on social media, I just wanted to say, this is a very, 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 it's not a thin line to walk, but the people that are cemented in their their logic are just, they don't like to listen to logic. That's as simple as that. So with that said, I will leave you with a clip here at the end of the video to sum up what I think, kind of, not really, just a little something funny. But I'm not trying to spread hate. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say for that. Just common sense. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Just did what I do best. I took your little plan and I turned it on itself. Look what I did to this city with a few drums of gas and a couple of bullets. You know what I noticed? Nobody panics when things go according to plan. Even if the plan is horrifying. Because it's all part of the plan. But when I say that one little old mare will die, well, then everyone loses their minds. Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos.